I'm doing the North American dinosaur tier list. So that means I'm just mashing up dinosaurs from different time periods. So like saying T-Rex and Acrocanthosaurus didn't live together, but still I'm just adding them on this tier list, okay? Jeez. Anyways, to start from the bottom and move up from there. Okay, in D tier we have Edmontosaurus. Edmontosaurus was pretty much just a walking meat bag. Basically, it was a plant eater and it was freaking huge, but it had nothing against T-Rex. It was just T-Rex. Now, the last D tier on the list is Bambiraptor. Bambiraptor was named because of how small it was, and it was named after the famous Disney deer who got his mom shot. Bang bang. Bambi the deer. Yeah, Bambiraptor. It was small and hunted bugs and lizards, and got preyed on. Anyways, moving on to C tier, we have Ornithomimus. Guess what? Ornithomimus had some fighting capability and could run really fast. But overall, it's just pretty fucking useless. The last C tier on our list is Eolambia. Eolambia was another hadrosaur, but was a little different than from a Montosaurus. Eolambia was smaller than the average hadrosaur and could run really fast. But still, it was freaking defenseless. Okay, now we're moving up to B tier. In B tier, we have Triceratops. Triceratops wasn't that smart, and people think that it was a herd animal. Well, no, it was mostly solitary. Anyway, Triceratops had three horns on its head and had a frill protecting its neck. And it was a charging tank. But it had it was dumb as fuck. Yeah. Anyways, next up on our list in B tier, Troodon. Now, even though Troodon is the smartest dinosaur, I'll give you reasons why it was on B tier. Troodon is smart and it's a killer, but he doesn't have the fighting capability to defend himself. He's just like too skinny or light. I mean, Utahraptor and Deinonychus could easily just kill this thing and rip it in half. But other than that, Troodon was a smart dinosaur nonetheless. Another B tier dinosaur is Gastonia. Gastonia was like the Ankylosaurus but without the club. Gastonia could just it had these little spiky ridges on its tail so it could just whack its opponents and just trample them. But that's pretty much it. Next up on B tier is Pachycephalosaurus. Pachycephalosaurus was this dinosaur with a thick domed head which could ram into opponents. Yeah, but it was pretty defenseless nonetheless. But his dome head will offer some protection by ramming and breaking dinosaur bones. Okay, the last thing on the B tier list is Dromaeosaurus. Dromaeosaurus was a small like Dromaeosaurid, the family that consists of Velociraptor, Deinonychus, and Utahraptor. Yeah, those. Dromaeosaurus was a little smaller than Velociraptor, but around the same size. It was pretty weak, but it was still an effective pack hunter, and it was really smart. Okay, now moving on to A tier. In A tier, we have Deinonychus. Deinonychus was a warm-blooded raptor, and yeah, hunted in packs. And it had sharp killing claws that can disembowel almost anything. Now, moving on, we have Utahraptor. Utahraptor is pretty much just Deinonychus, but with his cracks ranked up to maximum ranked up to maximum overdrive. It's big, it hunted in packs, and yeah, big killer claw. Yeah. Anyways, next up on A tier is Ankylosaurus. Ankylosaurus was like the poster child of Ankylosaurus, which is the family that consists of Sauropelta, Gastonia, and Montonia and other stuff. Anyways, Ankylosaurus had a club tail that could break through. It could break dinosaur bones with ease. Of one swing, there, broken leg, or face, or neck, body, ribs. I don't know. The last thing on A tier is Acrocanthosaurus. Acrocanthosaurus was a dinosaur and was a hunter. It was a little bit smaller than T Rex, but it was still an efficient hunter. It could run moderately fast, but its head was a little top heavy, so yeah, it kind of was on like a slanted angle, yeah, like that. Okay, now moving on to S tier. In S tier, it easily goes to T Rex. T Rex, hunter, scavenger, bone crushing bite. Do you really need to explain? They hunt it in packs sometimes. Okay, now the last S tier and the final dinosaur on this list is Eolamosaurus. Eolamosaurus was this giant freaking sauropod that packs the T Rexes would have hunted. But Eolamosaurus was a huge sauropod, and T Rex mostly didn't mess around with these type of dinosaurs. So yeah, do you agree with our picks? Yeah. If you do, okay. That's all I had to say. Bye bye. You should just subscribe.